Hello guys, how you all doing? Right now on your screen here you can see my Telegram page. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description down below. If you feel like you wanna join, this is where I post my daily bets and all the stuff that I'm doing and going on my in-play bets and all that stuff here as you can see. So yeah, if you wanna join, I'm gonna leave a link to it down in the description down below. But yeah, now let's get into the video. As you can see on your screen right now, I have picked out 6 top-notch games for today, starting in the Premier League. So let's not waste any time, let's get into it and let me show you the bets that I have selected for today. The first game I want to kick off with is Burnley with Fulham, and usually when I first saw this fixture I didn't think there's much going to be in there, but when we look at the head-to-head stats you can see that all 5 of the previous games over the last few years have been over 2.5. And if you look at the games for Burnley here in Fulham, you can see that a lot of the games have actually been over 2 goals or more. So I think for this one, to be on the safe side, we're going to go with our 1.5 goals at the odds of 1.4. I feel like it's quite a solid bet. The stats back it up. And same with the form as well. Both teams have been on a good bounce, especially Fulham. They had a huge win against Everton, and obviously Burnley being Crystal Palace 3-0. I feel like both teams will be going into this game knowing that it's a must-win game for them. So I feel like there will definitely be more than 2 goals in there. But yeah, just to be on the safe side, we're going to go with over 1.5 at the odds of 1.40 for this one. Now, this is the other game that's on today in the Premier League, and that's Everton v Man City. As you all probably know, Man City have been on an incredible run of form. They I think they got something like 16 or 17 wins in a run. So for this one's gonna be pretty straight simple. From the headsets, you can see that as well. Man City have scored 2 or more goals against Everton in the last 5 league games, and since their form is so incredible, I don't see this being any different. For this game, I'm going with Man City win and Man City to score over 1 goals in the match. And the odds for that selection are 1.57. So you can combine that with the Fulham Burnley game, and that could be a nice 2-act accumulator that should give you just over evens. And I feel like that itself is a solid bet in itself. Now, the next game I want to have a look into is over in Champions League, and that's the game between Porto and Juventus. Juventus haven't been on the greatest run of form, as you can see here, losing to Napoli, but I feel like when we look at the head-to-head in the Champions League between the two teams over the years, obviously these two have been 20 years ago, they've been many years ago, but the 2 more recent ones, you can see that Juventus do pretty much dominate this fixture, and to be fair, I don't see it going any differently. Obviously, Porto do have a quite decent home record, but Juventus themselves got 2 losses out of 5 away, and they have been against good sides as well, but I don't see Juventus losing this one, which is why for this game, I'm going with Juventus draw, no bet, at the odds of 1.44. Obviously, you could go for the Juventus win at the odds of being just over evens. Also, if you want to take a bit lower odds but place a safer bet, you could go with Juventus draw or win. But I think the odds for that are pretty low. So unless you want to check in your rest of your accumulators, I wouldn't really tip it as that. So yeah, for this game we're gonna go with Juventus draw no bet, and I feel like it's a pretty safe selection. Now the other game in the Champions League is the game between Sevilla and Dortmund. As you can see here, Dortmund do have quite a few first team players out, which could prove to be a difference maker. However, both teams have been getting booked in their recent games. I'm not gonna waste my time by clicking on every single one of them. If you're interested, you can do it in your own spare time. But both teams love getting yellow cards, and both teams enjoy scoring goals in the second half, which is why for this game I have a slightly different approach from the usual. I went with over 0 cards each team and over 0 goals in the second half. And the odds for that are quite decent, as I always do. I will show you the odds to the bet slip at the end of the video. So yeah, that's the bet for this game. And let's move on to the next game. Now we're going to move over to France in League 1, and between the games for Marseille v Nice. And this one's a bit of an interesting one because once again, both teams do love bookings. And once again, in the last 5 games between these two sides, there's been at least 1 yellow card for each team. And a lot of them are coming out once again in the second half, which is when yellow cards usually do happen when it comes to football and football betting, which is why for this bet I went with over 0 cards each team and over 0 cards in the second half at the odds of 1.25. Now the odds are really small, and I wouldn't recommend just betting on it by itself because it's literally not worth your time. However, if you do have a a 3-4 odd accumulator by now, you might want to chuck it in to boost up the accumulator, and that could round up a little bit extra on your winnings. So yeah, for this game we go with Marseille, Nice. Pretty straightforward. I feel like that's a small, solid bet to get into your accumulator for a little boost. Now, last but not least, the last game we're going to look into is over in Spain in La Liga between Levante and Atletico Madrid. From the head-to-head stats, you can see here that Levante did lose this fixture about just under a year ago, about 8 months ago, and Atletico Madrid did win this fixture as well. The one before that, Levante only managed to 1 draw out of 5 games, with Atletico Madrid winning 4 times. And so this time I don't see this being any differently. Atletico Madrid do look really solid right now with only 1 loss and 3 draws in the league. However, you do have to count that they will be playing Champions League games soon, and obviously that could mean that they might want to rest 1 or 2 players. But I feel like that's a bit too soon. I feel like they're going to play a full strength team in this one, and they'll probably rest some of the players over the weekend. But yeah, so for this one, we'll go with Atletico win at the odds of 1.8. I feel like the odds are solid. And once again, if you're not comfortable with backing the team at a win, you can always consider the draw no bet or the double chance option, which are obviously significantly low in odds. But if you feel more comfortable with that, that's exactly what I recommend for this game. But yeah, let's get into the bet slip, and I'll show you what the bet slip is actually looking like and what odds you can get for these 6 games. So as you can see here on your screen right now, we got the bet slip right here. We got the Burnley, Fulham, Porto, Juventus, the Man City, Everton games, the Champions League game here, the French League games, and the La Liga games. It is a nice 1-11 accumulator, but as I always preach, as I always say it, don't bet on all 6 of these games. I would say pick out maybe 2 or 3, chuck them in. You'll get odds of about 1 to 5, maybe 1 to 4 maybe. But I feel like it could definitely be quite a nice solid bet. But me being me, I might stuck a cheeky 5 on it because I'm pretty comfortable and confident in it. But yeah, as I always say, pick out 2 or 3 games that you like. Maybe check in other games that you saw that you like the look of. And I feel like this could be a really solid bet in itself. But yeah, guys. Also, I want to announce that I have done a giveaway recently, and I will be picking the winner tomorrow, which will be announced in tomorrow's daily tips and predictions video. But I also want to let you know that I'm going to be doing a Telegram giveaway for people in there. And all you have to do to enter is simply comment down below saying I joined the Telegram page. That's all you have to do to enter. It was going to be a £10 free bet, and you will enter automatically just by commenting that. So get commenting. Make sure to like the video. It helps me out a lot. And consider subscribing if you're new here as well. Helps the channel grow. It motivates me to bring out this content, and hopefully we can make loads of money together. But that's it from me from today, and I hope to see you soon with another upload. Bye bye.